Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Quarterback leading his offense to the field now as they get set for a new series.
Look, there are pressures that come along with being a first-round pick. You're expected to lead your team to bigger and better things right away, no matter the situation you're drafted into. But to his credit, he hasn't shied away from any of those pressures. He's been the guy they needed off the field. Now we finally get to see what he can do on it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason.
He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
There we go, sit on. 13X, 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 13X.
Back to the air. It's Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And the click. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Smith. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from 40 on the right hash.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive. You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They'll throw again. Nix. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A tight end in motion now. 1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Broncos take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Seahawks offense running out now. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. From the gun, Smith. He's got the hook up to Watkins. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Riley Moss with that tackle. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Smith on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. What's up?
Shotgun snap to Smith. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Walker now from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense working quickly.
That's good.
First down, Smith to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing is Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buying some time right. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Another run for Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed to Sutton. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Nix from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks. They have a chance to move those chains.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Smith on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Hey, here we go, hey. Hey, let's go Sunday.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Hey, we go slow.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey, trio left. Slow ball.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Bronco offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down, Nix escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Smith working quickly here.
21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks looking down a very long field. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
There we go, through it. Line. 53.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
There we go.
From the gun, Smith gets this to Fant. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
8 more yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Smith to the air now. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
This will be caught by Watkins. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Has some space inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He's got it. It's a Seattle touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Nix. He finds Johnson. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully this turns out to be nothing. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Riley Dixon on the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season training staff out to work on it. First down, Smith to throw. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. From the red zone now. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Geno Smith with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. Nix with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Back to throw it. Completed to Sutton. That brings us to our first half. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position. A little shot. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Jackson left. Hey, here we go, hey.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Cut by Sutton. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Across midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. He's got it at the 6! Touchdown, Denver! Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man in motion here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Running with Walker again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Smith on 1st down. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, trio left. Check 59, coach. 13 in.
Back to the air, it's Smith. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 10 yards to go.
49, flip route. 13 in.
Throwing is Smith. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. It's caught Metcalf. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up now.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And again, it's Smith. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch the lead to 23. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this 2nd half as they try to keep the pace. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nix from the gun. As the open man downfield. There he goes again. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Getting out to his left. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Walker on first down. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
31. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Dash left. And here we go, And it's clear.
From the 31. Metcalf there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. It's Walker on the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, out of my face as we stand next to each other, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. This time it's a passing play. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. The 5th time he's scored, putting him just 1 off that single-game record. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Nix. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Broncos will have a first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Broncos hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Pass caught, 9-yard line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. Trying for it on the ground. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. They'll get this one to Watkins. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
There we go, through it. 13 there.
Give up the gut to Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts.
Here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Handoff running left, Walker. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash.
A 42-yard attempt.
The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires.